Versatile Mage. Chapter 439. No prey shall escape. The pale-faced man leaned backwards slightly and replied, "I'll be careful next time. But the magician who saved my prey, have you looked into his identity?" "How the hell am I supposed to do that? You didn't even get a clear look at his face." "Hopefully, it's just a random magician passing by. If he was actually targeting us, we are in big trouble," said the middle-aged man. "Then I'll just go and kill him." "Are you nuts? It's easy to fake the deaths of one or two commoners, but if a magician died, do you really think the Hunter Union won't be alerted?" "Just behave yourself and stay here," warned the middle-aged man. "You've always been strict with me. Why didn't you say anything when she messed up? You've never scolded her. You've put everyone on a curfew. But how about her?" the pale-faced man asked discontentedly. The middle-aged man harumphed coldly. "You were never as cautious as her. She is in a huge institution, facing a bunch of powerful magicians, yet she has never drawn any attention. Why would I put her on a curfew?" The pale-faced man seemed unpleasant, but he did not say anything further. "That's enough, Nidong. Just do what I said. Don't prey on the younger sister anymore. You will be stepping into their trap. If a senior hunter is involved, no one will be able to save you," said the middle-aged man. "Got it." After the middle-aged man left, Nidong continued to drink at the bar, his face remaining pale all along. He left the club late at night and drove a luxurious blue sports car to a park on a gloomy hill. The park was just a short distance north from the residential area. One could drive to the top of the hill and park at the side of the road to observe the city, which still offered a beautiful view at night. With the red from the lights and the green from the trees, it was a flourishing scene of prosperity. Nidong sat in the car, waiting patiently. He adjusted the rear mirror and groomed his hair quickly. It was obvious that he was very mindful of his handsome appearance. Many times, he could easily hook up with the girls without relying on any magic, and such was the case for supper tonight. A short while later, a white BMW slowly drove into the parking lot. The remote park was completely deserted at this time of night, with only a few cars passing by. The white car stopped beside the blue sports car, and a woman in makeup and heels stepped out. The woman was rather mature. The red outfit made of silk crossed paths in front of her large breasts, before ending up in a ribbon knot around her pale neck, exposing her shoulders and a huge part of her back. She was so sexy that one could not wait to untie the ribbon knot behind her neck. Nidong glanced at the woman. He was still nursing a grievance after being scolded by the senior. The lust in his heart burned stronger when he saw the woman's sexy appearance. He lifted her off the ground before she could get out of the car and tossed her into the backseat. So impatient," giggled the woman, who was enjoying it, yet pretending to be reluctant. "You're making me burn." Nidong kissed her body lustily. He was particularly fond of her almost naked neck. The man was very skilled. The woman, who was grumbling a few seconds ago, started to moan from the sensation. Her figure tensed as she raised her head while indulging in the pleasure. She could clearly feel the touch from the man's hot tongue and cool teeth on her sensitive body parts, each bringing a surge of electricity from her neck throughout her whole body to between her tightly tucked legs. At the perfect time, a slight piercing pain came from her neck, making her convulse slightly. However, the woman did not look like she was in pain, but in enjoyment. Her mouth slowly opened and uttered a pleased tone. Nidong's throat was moving, as something was pouring into his stomach. A moment later, he slowly shifted his focus to other parts. The woman was clearly wearing a pale face, yet the voice she was making was like the pleading purr of a little cat. Nidong had a playful grin and a deeply affectionate look on his face, yet his thoughts were elsewhere. The taste was not as great as the twins. It was like the difference between Erguotu and premium Maotai. He began to lose interest in other people's blood after having a taste of the good ones. He could easily find a lonely woman among the rich with a single gesture. Women like her usually had a self-indulgent past, which greatly affected their purity and temperament, and also influence the quality of their blood. Only the immature kids from their blood tribe would think these women were charming. But how can I trick Lu Ru into coming out again? Mumbled Nidong to himself. He randomly altered his posture, as if he were only giving vent to his desire. The woman's endless moaning served as a great contrast to his calm and collected manner. If anything, he would only give away his emotions slightly when he forcibly replaced the woman's pale face with Lu Ru's innocent, gentle look in his imagination. It was a pity that he had broken one of them. If he could play with them both at the same time. Humph. No. I have to find her. I've planted my nightmare on her, so I can locate her very easily. She can't possibly be looked after by the magician all the time. Mumbled Nightmare to himself. Nidong already had a strong attraction to the elder sister, Lu Xian. Otherwise, he would not have sucked her blood dry accidentally by being too indulged in the process. To his surprise, he found Lu Ru even more attractive. Her delicate yet stubborn personality had triggered a strong desire to take control of her in his heart. As one of the blood tribe, shouldn't he be looking forward to something challenging and exciting? Those goddamned hunters were too proud of themselves. It was time for them to have a taste of their own methods, to let them know that no prey could ever escape from his watch. I should be leaving. I have a lecture to give tomorrow. You know, I don't always. The woman's pale face showed a slight flush. I know. Nidong did not waste his time further with the woman after giving vent to his frustration. He returned to his car and ignited the engine. He drove away quickly, even leaping out from the driver's seat and sitting on top of the car's roof as it was driving past the empty streets, enjoying the feel of the strong wind. One of his fangs was exposed as he smiled, his pale face looking remarkably eerie in the dark. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.